Hello and welcome to our first C++ program on developing a game. What we have here is we're using arrays, which of course is like an arrangement. We're using that inside a class. This is our class definition right here. And we have what's public is we have a string which is called message, and the message is going to have 5 elements. And then we have a method here which is called tell me, which has one parameter that's passed into it, which is going to be an integer, and then the value of that integer will determine what message is displayed. And this variable here, this variable identifier here, message x, is defined up here as a string of 5 arrays. Now, let's look at this down here, how we do this. Notice that here is our cave game, and the cave game is the class, and we instantiated it by having an object which we're calling my game. Notice where the arrays start. They start with 0 and they end with 4, even though up here you said that you wanted to have 5 array elements. Well, in C++, the number of elements that you have always start with a 0. So there are 5 array elements, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That gives you 5 array elements. What confuses people sometime in working with C++ is that they assume that the first element is a 1, but it isn't. It's a 0. So here's what I'm doing. I'm assigning the first array element, mygame.message, element 0, the string, you're in a cold dark cave. And then what it's going to do is going to show you that. Then it pauses, and then it's going to do the next one. You find an old torch, and then the next one is a 1, and then it shows you that. I want you to make believe when you see this run that you're walking through a long tunnel that's like a cave. And every one of these is every time you take a step forward. So the first time you're in there, it says you're in a cold dark cave. When you press a key to continue, it's as if you're taking a step forward. So let's see what this looks like. Let's go ahead and compile it and see what the output is like. And here we are compiling, and fingers crossed. Okay, so it starts out here. It says you are in a cold dark cave. Press any key to continue. I'm pressing the space bar, making believe I'm taking a step forward. It says you find an old torch. Okay, I take another step forward. It says water drips on your head. Brr, that's cold. Take another step forward. You hear a deep moaning sound. Ooh, sort of scary. Take another step forward. It says you are at the end of the cave. And then I'll press the space bar and end the game. Now, obviously, we want to work on this so that we can move forward, we can move backwards, we can find things, we can pick up things, we can get awards, we can get and find bad guys and hopefully defeat the bad guys. But this is the first step in understanding how the arrays what arrays are actually numbered when we're using an array in C++. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.